Hello and welcome to another episode of this Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Day one of Wrestlemania just concluded. There was a lot. There was a lot of good matches, and honestly, some surprises and stuff. Um, you didn't see like a surprise return, really. I think that might be for tomorrow, because there's 2 days. Today was 3 hours. There was a rain delay for there's WrestleMania history for you. Fans were there, and also there was a rain delay of about 40 minutes. So it was really good to see fans back in the WWE at an event, and also since it's sports entertainment, I went ahead and watched it so where I can do a video on it and kind of give you guys the update. I know some of you all can't afford to have it and pay for it and stuff, so you know that's the good thing about these videos. You have somebody to help you out with it. It was entertaining. I liked there was a few matches. The Braun Strowman one and Shane McMahon. That one had its moments. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, they kicked it off with their title match, which Bobby Lashley retained with interference towards the end from MVP. So yeah, that kind of happened. I think we all kind of saw that one coming. Honestly, uh, with the interference part, to be truthful there. So, he definitely had a good main event. A lot of hair was used, but a good main event. Um, it it was interesting. That's all I can say. But I liked it. Day one was really good, so I can't wait to see tomorrow. Day two, see how that goes. I would say that the tomorrow show, I think, is probably gonna have maybe a surprise or two. Um, and honestly, like I said, my thing is keep an eye for somebody maybe returning that's been gone for about a year or around, I think a year. I think either tomorrow night on day two, the last day of WrestleMania, or Monday Night Raw after Mania, Becky Lynch is gonna return either tomorrow or Monday on Raw. So one of those things is gonna happen, I believe. Uh, I, I'm just foreshadowing here. This is just my opinion, but I think it's gonna happen. To start it off, Bobby Lashley retained, like I said, against Drew McIntyre. It was a good bout. I actually liked it. It was very physical from both sides. They both showed their strengths. Several kickouts. It was a good match. I'd give it a B plus grade on that. Then you had the main event. I think was the one that kind of to me may be the maybe the best match. But there's another match that was good. Now there was like women tag teams. The winner of that faces Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's titles tomorrow. That match was a hit or miss with me. I honestly I didn't like it that much. I wasn't a big fan. Uh, Mandy Rose fell. Because, like I said, it did rain, and you saw her slip and land right on her butt, walking down towards the towards the ring. Nobody could miss that. I think that it that match was the most boring of them all, to be honest. If you had asked me, I didn't like it. I would give that one a C minus. Just it did nothing. I didn't like it at all. Now the to see Cesaro versus uh, Seth Rollins, that was a good match. I liked it. I'm glad to see Cesaro after 10 years get a singles win. Never even played a singles match at WrestleMania, and he got a singles win over Seth Rollins. He did break his own record with the Cesaro swing. He did 23 swings on Seth Rollins. He also did the one on his shoulders where he swung him around. he showed he could be a main event player. Honestly, Cesaro's performance in that match, straight up an A. I loved it. I loved it. The crowd was feeding off of it. The atmosphere, that match, as a whole, I give Cesaro an A, Seth Rollins an A minus. I probably would rate it A minus in my opinion. I really liked the match. I loved the atmosphere. It was just great to hear the fans again, and I think that's really what added a lot to it because they really, really let Cesaro know that they were behind him. Like, they loved Cesaro at WrestleMania. Loved him. And they showed it to him. They straight up showed it to him. The winners of that tag team thing I was telling y'all about, like the whole Billy Kay looked stupid. The whole Lana Naomi team was just Natalya and Tamina won. Like I said, not that good to me. It was a C minus. I didn't like it that much. Cesaro and Seth Rollins, I straight up an A. I thought it was awesome. It was good to see Cesaro get a win. Now the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. Omos, oh my God. By the time he got in, he annihilated the New Day by himself. Completely annihilated the New Day. They made Omos look very strong in that. They started off AJ. It was 2-on-1 there for a while. New Day had a strategy, and they went with it. But I'd give it a B plus. It was a great match and good reaction for Omos. Good first moment and win of his career at WrestleMania. So he looked very strong. Omos did. So AJ Styles and Omos are the new Raw Tag Team Champions, defeating the New Day. Like I said, the moment Omos got in there, he dismantled the New Day. Complete dismantle. They were bouncing off of him, trying to jump on him. It was just nothing was facing him. Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman in a steel cage match. Great finish. Like, if it was like an epic moment out of this, again, of course, it has to be Shane McMahon throwing himself out there. But to start the match off, Shane Mac came out. He got in there with the cage, and Braun Strowman was getting ready to walk up. And there was interference. You take a guess by who. Elias and his sidekick both with steel chairs, whacking Braun Strowman in the knees, hurting him pretty badly. He was limping around and stuff. Whacked him several times. Riker and Elias did. I mean, they were whacking him with the chairs. But then eventually Shane McMahon used it, was hitting him with it for a while. Got his moves. he was climbing down on the outside, going like this, waving with his hand inside. Braun Strowman catches it, grabs it, jerks the cage, uh, jerks some of the cage off, pulls him back in, puts him up top, and then says, "Who's stupid now?" And from the top of the cage, launches him inside of the cage. Braun Strowman gets down there, hits him with his finishing move. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman defeats Shane O'Mac. That throw was, whoa. I mean, he launched him. So that was an epic moment from WrestleMania. I'd give that one a solid B. Yeah. Those for all the bullies out there. Yeah. Braun Strowman looked strong in victory there. Yeah. I liked the match. To be honest, I truly did like the match. So, yeah, just thought it was a hell of a match. Tomorrow, the main event, I believe, is that triple threat championship match between Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. My prediction, they're not going to let Edge not win the title after 10 years. I think Edge is going to take it. But I think it's going to be a good match. Now, back to day one. You had the Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. I thought that match was pretty good. Bad Bunny showed me some moves, man. That one he did on John Morrison, on the outside, where he did like some flipping pile driver. Whew. But yeah, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Bad Bunny looked great there for a while. Surprising moves, surprising the Miz and Morrison. And was giving it to him. And then there for a while, Miz and Morrison was stomping a mud hole into him, into Bad Bunny. And then in the end, Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, especially after that outside pile driver, the John Morrison, he was completely taken out. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, 1, 2, 3, pinned the Miz. So, yeah, Bad Bunny with the pin. So, I thought it was intriguing. I give it a B minus, but Bad Bunny, I give him an A. Damian Priest, I give him a B minus. But the match overall, I give it a B. But Bad Bunny shocked me with some of the moves he was able to pull off in the ring. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Do I want to see him in there again? No, I do not. Stop this Bad Bunny crap. I'm not intrigued by it, to be honest. Although he did do some good moves, I want it to be done. You're not supposed to look like that against wrestlers in their own domain. He is not like that. I don't know why they portrayed him like that, but still impressive. Still impressive. But, Now, you also had the SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, like I said. That match was crazy. A lot of hair. Sasha Banks kept using Bianca Belair's hair against her a lot of times. She tried to hit the knees outside of the ring, and there was a lot of good moves in this. Bianca Belair eventually got tired of the hair being used and whacked her. You can hear it. She used her whole hair and just whacked Sasha Banks in the side of her ribs. You could hear the smack. And after that, did her finishing move. And 1, 2, 3, new champion. Sasha Banks loses to Bianca Belair in a excellent match. And it was the match of the night. It is a total A+. The moves, the counter moves, amazing match. Great match. They stole night one. Those two women stole night one, and it was a great match. So that is the recap of WrestleMania 37 Day 1, Saturday. Also, more updates. I got to give you all an update on Deshaun Watson. Now that we're done talking about WrestleMania Day 1. I have to say that 14, the judges did grant Rusty Hardin, Deshaun Watson's defense attorney, that 14 of the accusers do have to give up their identity and stuff. So there will be a total of like 16 now of the 22 that they will know their identity. It sounds like there's other reasons why, big reasons why the other 6 aren't going to be named as of yet. But that also means that 14 other women, this is where I caution Deshaun Watson and his attorney. Yes, you can now look up bad stuff and use it against these women. But now you also, just like Solis and that other woman, the day that they went on camera and said stuff against Deshaun Watson and about their attack is the day that Nike and 2 other endorsements behind him cut their ties with him. You're probably going to have 14 more other women get on camera and explain their attack. And I think that sign still delivers all your endorsements being pulled. So, yes, you all won in court, but you also probably are getting ready to look awfully bad if all those other 14 women also say on TV and on camera what the hell you did to them. It's going to look awfully bad. So, I don't know. This ain't looking good. Also, here's the shocker. After Deshaun Watson and his attorney, they made a statement weeks ago that no sex took place. Now, they said the attorney, Rusty Hardin, of Deshaun Watson, spoke for Deshaun Watson and said that he did have sex with some of these women and it was consensual. What? So now we're backtracking. Somebody's lying again. I find it extremely hard to believe Deshaun Watson at this point. I'm finding it harder and harder. How can you say none of this? I have the utmost respect for women and all this stuff, and then completely backtrack from having sex to now you did have sex with these massage therapists. What? So you don't know them from Adam. You lure them. You go and look them up on Instagram, and you get them off the internet to do a massage to you, and then you have sex with them. I don't know, man. This screams stupid written all over it. Just stupid written all over it. And why didn't you just come out in the very beginning and say that? Why did you say you didn't? And then now, a month later, he had consensual sex with several of these masseuses. Okay. You all are digging a hole. You're digging your own hole at this point. I don't get it. You're digging your own hole. I don't see a good outcome for him. I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but you did have sex with these women because it's coming from your own camp that now you did. You hear, no, he didn't. at first, and then you hear, he paid, uh, he paid a woman to have sex with. Then it was the third one, consensual sex with these massage therapists. I don't know. I really truly don't know. I'm baffled by it. But there's your sport news. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody. You can also find me there on Twitter and Twitch. Also, you can find me on, Facebook, all with under the title of Rocky Sports Talk Sheet, ROCKEY, Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. The one on Twitch, it's all one word, Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. So you all can follow, add me, and stuff like that. I appreciate you all. Thank you all very much. Please help this channel grow. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and more videos to come. I'm going to be giving y'all a recap and letting y'all know the winners and losers of WrestleMania Day 2 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, as I will watch that and then report it to you guys. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Like I said, I've been on top of this. Basically, I made this video as soon as it was over, so within minutes of this being over, you have an instant video with the results. So I'm staying on top of this stuff, so if y'all want people to stay on top of it, keep watching. So thank y'all very much. Peace out, everybody. Till tomorrow.